how you get on down. Close my eyes, take me for a ride. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Light me up, can't get enough. Take your time, just do it right. We will rise to the skies, 'cause we ain't done till we hit the sun. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Baby, you light me up. I just can't get enough. 'Cause I need your fire. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight. Come on and rise. So come on and rise. Come on and rise.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's time for another Power Play Show with Coach Frenchie, Andrew Lepage, ENORTAP, and Michael DeVillano. It's time, Power Play Show. And we are live and we are back, and welcome everybody to another special Power Play Show with the hockey coach guru, Coach Francis, directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. And tonight we have the one insider, but we have the best insider. We said Andrew Lepage going to be with us tonight, so why not Montreal make a trade so he can talk about something tonight. And I can usually accept my call today, so Ken, you have to do something. Andrew's coming in the house tonight. He said, let me check with Vegas. I'm going to maybe make a trade. And then finally, he got me, and then he got the trade. That's happening. Mr. Andrew Lepage back in the house tonight.
How's it going, Coach? How are you tonight? How's everybody doing?
And Michael DeVillano is still in Italy right now on the vacation or business trip with his wife. And then in our tap, he has a kind of prom, whatever. I think he graduated for his high school tonight. So that's happening. So he's going to be with his wife. I don't know. Something like that anyway.
But we have a few people in the house. We're going to have a rock and roll the show for about at least 60 to 90 minutes tonight. We have a lot of conversation to talk about tonight on the menu, Mr. ENORTAP. We have Mr. ENORTAP. Mr. Andrew, we have, of course, the game number 1 happening last night. We want to talk about this game and what we learned behind that result of the game, winning on overtime by the color of an inch 4-3. A couple of news around the league. Many of them, signature, everything like that. We're going to talk about the different subject. And of course, the first thing we're going to do also during the night, we're going to answer each one of you your question. And to do this, the only thing you have to do, put your letter Q in front of the question. We're going to pick it up, yours. And you have to be patient with a lot of people we have. Sometimes we get behind everything. But ENORTAP is not there, so we'll be quicker tonight. ENORTAP takes all the time to answer. So we can punch him. Right now, he's not here. He's not here with us, so we can punch ENORTAP. He's fine. He's going to be happy anyway. So we're going to welcome everybody at the beginning. Mr. Andrew, we have a few people already. Nat, directly from Montreal Island. She's back in the house. Nat, hopefully an amazing, great weeks. And Nathalie Lafont. Oops, sorry about that. My keyboard behind again. Welcome, Nat.
Welcome,
Duda, directly from Charlotte, North Carolina. Duda. Welcome aboard. And our best friend, Alan Barnes, back in the house. Mr. Alan Barnes, we love you, Mr. Alan. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you tonight with the Hockey Nation Live show. Thanks to be here. And the supporter member of the Hockey Nation Live show, Mr. Matthew SLATER. Welcome back in the house, Matthew. Very kind of you. And then, Blackhawks FM 97 with Nick and Kate. And of course, we talk about Hopper, Joshua, the dog, Riley, and Mac. And maybe have some bird. We say hello to the bird. And everybody is in the house. Blackhawks 97 fan is back directly from Utah. Mr. Ron with Kings 20. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us, Mr. Ronnie. And our friend from Denver, Colorado, the number 1 fan of the Avalanche. I'm sure he's happy since last night. Buenas noches, Mr. Lawrence de Herrera. Welcome back, Mr. Lawrence. ¿Cómo está? Vamos to the Colorado Avalanche, Mr. Lawrence. Glad to hear from you, my friend. Thanks to be with us about tonight. And first moderator of the Hockey Nation show back in the house tonight, Mr. Jose Duarte, directly from Update. He's between all the tornado warning, all the north in Canada and South Canada, and of course the upstate New York. So be careful. And be ready in case something happens. You don't have to listen to Hockey Nation show. Tornado first, and us, we can be second. We can accept that. That's not a problem. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight. And don't forget to click on the likes. And Miss Kelly, back in the house.
Awesome. You are amazing.
Here we go. Sorry about that. You are for us. Mr. François Pitre. Because we're on their need to acquire cap space. François, thanks to be with us tonight. Mr. Frankie.
Welcome.
Everybody say hi to Andrew. Alan, very nice of you. And Stratsik, Edmonton Oilers, number 1 fans, the Saddle Kraken back in the house. Is it not this straight? Wait a minute. Let's go with the first question. Is not straight a bit risky for Vegas? What do they need to put another player on the long-term injury reserve? Not really, Stratsik. And I don't know if you have an answer for that one. If you want me to answer, I can go that way. It's not a big deal.
It's a tough one to answer. Basically, I mean, I knew that Arizona had failed. I knew that had caved, but I did not expect Vegas to be the answer. So it's kind of, at least we got a body that can play, and it's a couple million less. So, and it still gives us the option, if we still want to use him as trade bait, we can do that. That's what I'm thinking they're up to.
Yeah, it was question for Vegas. So Vegas about this statistic is about they are over cap. So to get a contract and return, they can put a long-term injury. They have to get a $5 million space statistic. So they trade Dadonov in return. So that opened up a $5 million on the salary cap. Now,
Yeah.
and also Weber now, his salary is still at 7.8, but he only pay now $3 million one more year, or he's only at $1 more million for the next 4 years. They have to carry on the 7.8 strategic for sure, but he's going to be over a cap anyway. So it's not bad for them. Honestly, it's not hurt a lot them. And they don't have any more long-term reserve players on the long-term at that moment. So it's a good deal for Vegas. They open up $5 million. On the Montreal situation, they open up for another door for another trade. On my video I make earlier, I talk about this is not over. This is just the beginning of someone over there. I listening. Ken Hughes press conference. You know, he said we're going to use him, and he's. I like Ken Hughes. He's honest. Yeah. And he said if we get something in return, we're going to maybe trade him or wait until the trade deadline. And if it's Josh Anderson, people call us right now for Josh Anderson. So he's tell the truth. Like he's not hiding. Yeah. Right?
Not hiding it at all.
So
I think you're right. You mentioned that in your video, and I totally agree.
I think that's what I open up for something major is going to happen during the draft to go up, to pick maybe a 12, 15, 14. They have an opportunity to do that this year because you have to pick number 26 and 33. So I think for them, you have that one time they can go up is this year. So you can package deal Anderson with a number pick and then drop lower. That's what be interesting about that. Mr. Nicolas de Goubi-Bono, de la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke. And so on that flip also, que penses-tu de l'échange? That's his first question about that one from Nicolas. What do you think about the trade? And then to that said, Coach, what your reaction at Weber Ben trade for the Golden Knights? So that's mixed both of them. The same question, honestly. And we answer a little bit. The second thing I would say to you guys is Dadonov scored 20 goals last season. Right? Yeah, 47 point, 43 point. The year before, he struggled with Ottawa Senator. But the before that, with the Florida Panthers, when he came back from KHL at 25 goal and 47 point. And that'll give him 33 years old. He's UF-free next season.
Yes.
So he can get out anytime, so it's not a problem for the Montreal Canadiens. For me, I think it's good for the Montreal Canadiens. If they keep him, one thing you have to learn also about Dadonov, if I watch him a lot because he played for the Panthers, so I know him. I want to give you the right thing, all right? On the power play, because he was in Vegas, Vegas was really bad last season in Vegas, right? But when he was with Florida, guys, he have 11 goals on power play. 13 point on the 9. Oh my, no. Is you have like 11 plus 6. You have a 17 point on power play. So it's a good pass the puck a lot. He can score. He have a good right shot. He play on the left side. And I think it's a good asset for Montreal at that moment. And
I don't mind it.
And I would compare him to Josh Anderson a little bit later on the analytic data.
Right.
That's what I said. Right, Josh Anderson. Everybody said no. It's a power forward.
I think you're right. I think you're onto something.
I'm telling you now. You pay Anderson a $5.5 million, right? Is X percentage per game 60 return that on the level analytic is behind a lot.
Yes,
but
very much so.
So I think I will do that one with that. How does the Weber trade help the Habs? For that, Carlos, that gave them a little bit more management about the salary cap for that one over there. They don't like to get two players at the $10 million average or $8 million on salary cap. So they don't take a chance with Carey Price. They don't know they're coming back or not. So that's the first thing. So if he's coming back, he's not coming back. Now they open up more money to open if something happens. When you have $20 million for 4 years, Carlos, you limited. You really play on the bottom of the salary cap is too much. So that opened up for them that opportunity. And the good news about this guy is usually when you trade a player like long-term injury, usually the team have to give a draft or a prospect in return come with the players. and he did not give anything. It's 1-to-1 slash there. That's it. That's all. So Montreal on that one, pretty good.
They did well. They did well.
So I think that's a good one for that part of Mr. Bod. But the monkey, Bod is back in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Dadonov est en fin de carrière. Mauvais trade, mais bon pour la masse. Dadonov et Dorek vont partir à la date limite. Dadonov, elle est juste pour remplir un chandail. Possible, Nicolas, on vient de partir un bon, très, très bon argent. C'est pas à propos de Dadonov, Nicolas. Nicolas, il n'y a rien à faire dans ça. C'est à propos de l'argent. Après ça, I'm doing well. Bonhomme, you forget to email me. Don't forget to email me. Steve G is back in the house. Colorado Avalanche number one fans. Lead 1-0. Kelly Blackhawks, send it out, please. What not correct, un peu grandement, mais sinon, oui, not. Moi, François Pétois, juste ma fille sur Facebook, show un tournoi d'échecs qui foire. Joe Lavelterie, welcome back in the house.
Welcome, Joe. How are you?
Merci, mon Joe. Mr. Sydney 777, is that I have no trade to Montreal? No, he put Montreal in the list to be with the Montreal Canadiens. If not, it would not be trade on Montreal. So he was in the list about that one over there. Non, Tampa d'aller, voilà.
You know, Coach, it's funny too, because truthfully, for even though Vegas had a horrible season, he was one of the brighter spots for them at the end.
He did pretty good at the end, right? After they make the trade for an arm, every time that. So,
yeah.
So I think, again, it will be a third line bottom, and it's in case someone got hurt, every time that. And again, that opened up the door for other things at some point. So we have to wait patient. It's not change anything, guys. We don't have Weber anyway. So you just add a scorer to 20 goals on your team, it costs you nothing.
And Hughes made that clear. He wanted that LTR just the one person, the space for one guy.
Exactly. At that money, at $10 million. Yeah. So Mr. Dan Asham et Colette, welcome back in the house tonight.
Hey, welcome, Dan.
Je ne sais pas si tu penses à la trade est pour moi mauvaise trade. Mais encore une fois, Nicolas, tu viens de gagner un compteur de 20 buts, Nicolas, puis ça n'a rien coûté en retour. Donc, c'est une très bonne transaction pour l'équipe de Montréal. Tournade envers ça. John Gregor, welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us.
John.
Not tonight, Bonhomme are out for the tonight. In the state, there we go, they talk each other. Are you going to go to the national draft this year? No, Dan, unfortunately I cannot. I'm going to do a big show here online for the show all day long, so that's what we're going to do about this one over there. I'm scared what the Hawks will do with Rebecca. You have to wait. I don't know. I've not been that good since playing with Barkov. He scored 20 goals last year, Bonhomme.
Yeah.
You have the same number of points he got with Barkov, Bonhomme. So I think overall, he's good. Je me demande c'est quoi la prochaine move de Simpson. We'll see for the draft, Nicolas. I think Josh Anderson could be one. Jeff Petrie could be another one. They're going to try to go up. I will not be surprised. They're looking good. They really know what they are doing right now. La fois que j'ai hâte d'exciter pour un move, et c'était Savard. Ce que j'ai hâte d'exciter pour un move, et genre de c'est Savard. Coach, you rock every night. Thank you so much, Mr. Dan. Dadonov will be a third line material. He will sometimes be used in an emergency well on the top second line. Yes, Francois, and also unit power play unit. Francois sure. About this one. Steve, sound like a big gamble. I guess when the last time Weber played a game. Steve, he's retired, Steve. So he's never going to play any game in the NHL anymore. Vegas is about open up $5 million. And sorry about if you have any question, okay. Mr. RJ Gold Material Contact Ashton Weber. Vegas have a bunch of the high price player on long term contract with service injury. There's are good odds to them need that long term. They don't have anymore. Mr. Stratic.
I think they're out of that now. Yeah, I think they're clear.
All right. So in the past, at the end of the year, all right, they have everybody right now on the list they have, the only one they have right now is Shea Weber. That's it. Everybody back now on the, and that's normal usually about this. The only thing they have right now, they still, but with because they don't count Weber. With Weber out, that gave them about $78 million, and they have to sign 7 players. So the money is very tight also over there, and so expect to see something. They have John Mark is a UFA, so that was the one they have to fix. The rest they all sign up over there, so it's not too bad. But you have to get the goaltender. Now on the injury reserve they have at the end it was Bronsois, okay, and Nolan Patrick. About that one, Hag and Olden and Bishop is not count, and Riley Smith, they are all UFA. They of course they're still there on the statue, but they are ready to come back. Now Nolan Patrick will be interesting what he's going to do with him for sure. So they have a little bit more.
And I think they just traded. Didn't they just trade off Bishop's contract?
Which one?
Bishop? Ben Bishop?
No.
No?
Not Vegas. No.
Okay. That's Dallas then, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Ma question. There we go. Dadonov, 20
We gotta
bu-
get
yes.
another goalie.
20
We gotta
bu-
get
about this. Mr. Corey Hill, welcome aboard. Mr. William, welcome aboard, Mr. William. Thanks to be with us. Right now, because they are not going to have Weber anyway to no lose again for the no loss only again for the Habs. You have the right about this one over there. They're not Weber statistics, not a problem. Don't forget the likes and subscribe, everybody, about this one over there. So that's what we at that moment. Look like it's quiet tonight. It's Thursday. It has happened. We're going to go here, Mr. Andrew, and I want to invite everybody to be join us Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. We have Mr. Jared Brown for the company. Draft Pro is an agency for the, I will open up here, so I'm going to disappear for a minute. It's going to be a special guest Saturday. We do a special show, the morning skate show at 12 o'clock p.m. because we have a game the night for the Colorado Avalanche. Right. What we decide to do is to invite someone about the prospect NHL draft, and they have... It create all the kind of
nice,
all information, everything like that. So we're going to give one of them at the people who be in the chat Saturday, and prepare your question about anything you want to ask a prospect. It will give you information about this. So Gerald will be with us. Marco D'Amico is coming back the next 10 days. Just confirmed today with me, so it will be another one to see us with that one, of course. That'll be interesting.
Looking good.
Yeah. And then this I make, we do a video every day now for the breaking news, NHL Daily News at 6 o'clock p.m. You can watching those videos. Tonight we talk about Bruce Cassidy, just have a head coach over there. We do the every morning at 11 o'clock a.m. We do another video about the Habs Daily News, talk about the Montreal Canadiens with trade bait NHL plus an NHL prospect, something you have to look about this one over there. And we did a video tonight, the Weber trade. If you want to hear more about information, please check all the video we produce. Click on the little bell for all the notification. That'll be the right one about this one. I get it now, one on Vegas on the Lotan right now, but Chankin, and they have a punch, so fragile player, the big long try. Yeah. And for that, we're now, yes, the key behind this critique is only one thing they did it. Is to be sure they can up to $5 million on the salary cap. Yeah, nothing else. And yeah, no purpose behind order for Vegas about that one over there. Tampa did it with Saint-Brook last season, right? They sent Tyler Johnson in Chicago. And then Arizona got the kid from Winnipeg, Brand Little. Is done, and he get that contract over there. So that's happening for them for sure. Mr. Chris Henson is in the house.
Welcome, Chris.
Sorry about that. I'm going to bring you here. I'm sorry about this. It's just like
Oh, that's
when we
okay.
change the graphic, we have to go left and right. It's a pretty quick. It's a good move. They will flip that one up. Hopefully, at first and 22 and more happening. Goalie is looking really good. I'm thinking you start the year with a big club. Yes. Talking about Kevin Coley, Mr. Chris, why not to bring to you that news already? And I don't know if I can get it right away here. Not that one. Yep, that one. So this is the Hamilton Bulldogs win the championship of the Ontario Hockey League. And on that team, guys, they have two players. Haber and Jack play for them. Is a prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. He was undrafted. They signed him a contract during the offseason. And then Jan Mizak, 42 overall pick in 2020 for the Montreal Canadiens, play with them. He's a number 8. You can see at the bottom. And they're going to play against Edmonton Old Kings, where Caden Cooley, like Chris just talked about him, play for Edmonton. The Edmonton Old King guy are stacked. Like they have about 11 players drafted by the NHL. Mason McDavid, Gwender, Zordzev. They have Neighbor. They have Kosa. That team is stacked over there. I would be shocked they're not winning about this one over there. Now talking about that team over there, the general manager of that team is Steve Staios. I don't know if you remember him. He played in NHL.
Yes, I remember him very well, yes.
Now the rumor is is approached by the Montreal Canadiens and the Edmonton Oilers to be under staff management. So it's another story to follow up about him. I talked about this yesterday on the news. But Chris, thanks for sharing with us about that one over there. We're going to put this in right now. William, at least I can watch the 12 Club Prospect Show later. I wish I could watch live. Not a problem, William. And if you have, William, can you do me a favor? But it's not, do me a favor. If you want to, William, you can send us your question inside below a video. You ask any question. We're going to put this on the, we're going to save it. We're going to ask those questions. And then during the show, you're listening. You're going to tell Jared, hey, we have a question from William, and you're going to pick it up, those answer. So anybody cannot make it Saturday, have a question, send it, and under below any video, you can check on the online, and I respond to any people have a comments. You always get a thank you, or you get a note from me. So William, that would be the best way if you want to do that. Stratic, I love the move for the Habs. What is William about this? What do you think about Dylan Gabriel signing about that? Corey, great question about this. Gabriel is a four-line player. Was straight for the San Jose Sharks to Ottawa Senator at the middle of season. Listen, he's 25 years old. Like I said, he's a bottom over there. He's a great skater. He's a good player on the defensive zone, Dylan. It's not too much on offensive, but I think Ottawa with the kind of contract at $1 million per year is a good play for Corey for them to get him. He's only, like I said, a young kid, and he does not hurt them a lot. So I think overall it's a good one. Steve G said the trade is a win-win for the Habs. Yep, Mr. Zenit Gaming and the house from La Beauce. Mr. Zenit with, of course, Caroline and Zayla Rules in the house. Mr. Hockey Central Whitey is in the house. Mr. Hockey Central, welcome aboard. Thanks to join us tonight.
Definitely.
I feel the OK have the best lineup. You're absolutely right about this, Bud the Monkey. They have the best lineup about this. Mr. John D back in the house, another member of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Thanks so much, John, to be with us tonight. And Francois, very happy with you. Straight Weber was a turn inside our cap space. Absolutely right about this. Barring a trade from General Manager of the Blue will make 5-6 2022 help the Bell Center Montreal draft. Thanks so much. Mr. Rory McNeely back in the house.
Welcome, Rory.
What is the Gaden Cooley on the ceiling? The Habs defensor. At the beginning, I would say to you, defenseman number 3. It was my targeting for him. And Mr. Andrew, what do you think? I can add more after that, but
I think he's going to be a 2 myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. It could be a 2, impossible a 1 if you have a player like not much on the offensive side, but more like on the defensive side. It could be that one over there. So he have 8 goals on the playoff. People ask what the heck this coming from, right? But he's really good on the anticipation. So he read the play. His IQ is really good. He's very strong on defensive zone. He hit hard. He have a great pass. Is like I said, his IQ hockey sense is better. Now his skating is great, but it's not amazing. His shot is not great, but he have a good shot. Again, defenseman number 2. When you have Justin Barron, number 1, where he can reach all the offensive side, you have the guy in the back. That duo could be a great duo in NHL. And for me, people laugh at me, but I really compare him a lot at Devon Tays for the Colorado Avalanche and the future for him. Not next year, but in the next 5 years, he's going to be that rich. But his maturity, Andrew, is unbelievable. He has a captain inside of him. If you watch him at the press conference, the way he speak and he talk, that's another Shane Weber as a captain, and the way he talk is like this a lot. So there's a great one over there. I feel like Frank Nazar could be a steal on the draft. What are you thought where it would be draft? Top 10 about a monkey, and he's going to surprise a lot. Now, he's a little bit in the jam at some point. I believe he is maybe the top 5 forward and the draft pick over there. Now, when I said that, it's not like he's a top 5 in the pick because you have to add the defenseman with him.
Exactly.
But top 10, not surprised he goes 7. That would be something Ottawa Senators is going to watch a lot about him. But the key is for him and for anybody else, right? It's where Nemec get out of the draft and when Cherechek get out. So my point to you is, example, Seattle number 4. Now they have a choice. Is it Savoie? Is it Nazar? Is it Nemec? Maybe Nemec. And then after that, you go with the Flyers. And then you have to go with Ottawa. And then you go all the way. So it all depends with the team. But top 10 for sure. And he have a lot of upside down, Banamaki. Great question about this, sir.
I think he could be one of the bright spots myself.
I heard a rumor about Matt Murray, Toronto, leave a ring, Toronto want him. They talk about this, Corey. I still believe this is going to be a mistake. But the reason he carry on a lot of money, and to get that kind of money to him, why not to give to Campbell? Now he could, right. But he's 29 years old. But he got injured a lot anyway. Yeah. So what would be the advantage? It would cost you something already. You already have Campbell. And you can't have Campbell at $5 million. Then you're going to spend $6 million for the next 3 years. For me, it's not an advantage for the Toronto Maple Leafs. You take a risk.
I agree.
You take a big risk over there.
I think they're better off just signing Campbell. They might as well just stick with him. And Murray's just been having too much trouble injury-wise.
Yeah, I agree. But okay, who has the top ranking goalies this draft? It's Tyler Brennan on the WHL. But okay, he's about 90, 95. That's the range. Some would put maybe at 80. So maybe at the end of the the third round or the beginning of the fourth round. They have the Sweden, the goaltender also Sweden over there. And they did not have a lot, but okay, I will consider you 3 of them are good goaltender, but who knows after that? But he's really the one over there. Mr. DAG, welcome aboard.
Welcome, DAG.
The time to talk about this, we talk about the trade a lot. If something else happening, we're going to go about this one for sure. This is happening. I want to mention last night the Laval Rocket got eliminated by the score 4-0. Great performance overall for the Laval Rocket. Jesse Allen, guys. RV Pinard and Caden Primo was really the 3 players. Of course, we talk about Gignac and Martel and O'Day and everything, but we have a chance to come back with Montreal Canadiens. That would be 3 of them would be interesting about this one over there. Try to catch up. Here we go. That one over there. See what happened in the chat. Here we go.
Good
all right.
game. That was a good game.
Game number 1, Mr. ENORTAP. Mr. ENORTAP, excuse you know anyway, it's no big deal. We have a final score 4-3. This is the celebration at the end. An amazing,
game.
great crowd over there. I'll be honest with you. The crowd was really into it. I don't know if you saw the post on social media when they sing the song at Zone Timeout. The 20,000 people sing a song. It was unbelievable. I have some like chill pop on my because like this is what it's all about. And we suffer, Mr. Andrew, for the last 2 years. Nobody in the fence. We play in the bubble 1 year, right? Last year, 2,000 there, 1,000 there, 500 there, nobody there in Montreal. 1 year was sell out in the Tampa Bay Lightning. And now you feel the fence right now. You feel the energy. You feel the, like if you look at them right now. This is the beauty of hockey, guys. Each one of them, look what they are doing. They jumping each other. They're smiling, everything like that. And we are right now in the inflation at 8.5. We pay the gas at $7. We cannot pay the food and the grocery. And those people right now, they just celebrate. They have a good time. That's entertaining, and that's happening right now, the Stanley Final Cup. Whatever is Colorado, Tampa Bay, it's no matter. This for me is priceless to see those people. Of course, the players celebrate, but to see those people behind, it's unbelievable. And I tried to get, I tried to check a Tampa Bay jersey. I cannot see any one of them.
No.
But the best of that one, Mr. Andrew, is the kid behind. You have a Quebec Nordic jersey, shirt maybe, right there. And we can see Tampa Bay at the bottom. Look at the bottom. 3 guys, Tampa Bay right there at the bottom.
Yes.
That's funny about this one over there. Let's see before we jump. If any question, guys, don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. And here we go. We have Mr. Badamaki. Do you think Gauthier or Gekid be draft first? Gauthier.
Definitely.
Geki drop a lot, Badamaki that drop a lot.
He's really slid.
I'll be more like about 15 for him. Is Matt Murray going to retire? No, Corey is only 29 years old. He's not going to be retired. I'm sure you have that. You have it already, but the Weber deal is a great deal for Montreal. They got rid of a player who will not play again. Sadly, got a good top flip player back. Yes, a great point, DH. I think it will be a top 9 overall. At that moment, that helping them for the Montreal Canadiens. And for the Vegas, they gave up $5 million on the salary cap. It's a win-win for both teams. Mr. Renault, welcome aboard.
Welcome, Renault. And from what I understand, it's only his contract's up next year, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
Dadonov. Dadonov's contract's up at the end of next season, isn't it?
It's the next year.
We're not stuck with him if things go bad.
But it can be, if you have a good year, he could be traded at the trade deadline. And now that will open up money for them for Montreal next year for $5 million also. Will Dadonov be really on the power play output? He only have 5 power play goals last season. I don't see much impact on power play. Renaud, you're absolutely right. He has like 5 goals. I want to be sure we give you the right stats for him. Last season, at 5 goals on power play, 3 points on assists. I give him 8 points. I was a 43%, right? Now I'm going to give you another stat. You're going to understand why. Because I like to talk with you. Are you going a good question, everything like that? But I want to give you something. The power play of the biggest guy, it was at 18.4 last season. It was below at 20, so I think it was 22 in the league. So my point to you, Renaud, it was like he did not produce a lot because the team, it was not very good on power play. But he has 8 points.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad, Renaud. Now, he will go play on the unit number 1, Montreal. I don't think so, Renaud. But it's going to be another one can play on unit number 2. And that's if you talk about power play for Dadonov, that's how I see him at that moment about that one over there. Is Matt Murray frustrated with it? Because no, Corey, not at all. Enjoy the win, coach, because Tampa is going to win game number 2. Francois, everything's possible. We're going to talk about this next few minutes. Who would you draft first, Mitigov or Koczynski? After Nemec and Jiricek. Mityukov, bottom on keep. Koczynski is unbelievable also. Mityukov, he play in a WHL. Koczynski play in a WHL. Koczynski, at the beginning of the year, her body was 30, 35. He dropped at 15. I would be not surprised someone took him at 14. I see him about 17 to 20. Bottom on key. Mityukov is and the race about 9 to 12, 13. It all depends of the Jiricek, Bud. And then, who is pick number 9, 10, 11, 12 if they're looking for the defenseman every time like that. So on my book, Bud, I go Mityukov, and then after that I go with Koczynski. Mr. Future Boy in the house.
Welcome, Future Boy.
And then Mr. Roger DELANEY is in the house.
Welcome, Roger.
Yes, that's the sense you talk about, Real. A real deal. You're absolutely right. Thank you to be with us tonight, Mr. Real Deal. And on the flip side, they open up a $5 million. Real, they need open up money for that one over there. Vancouver should take Kiki. Possible. Future, if he's available. Big forward, 6'4". But no, sorry. He's a center. Play a lot behind Savoie. Yeah, upside down. It's all depends how he's going to develop. He have a lot of work to do with because he's a big guy. But he's better, I believe, I compare his brother. And that'll be interesting about this one over there. By the way, Logan Cooley have a cousin. Is unbelievable, by the way. He's only 14 years old.
Wow,
I cannot remember his name. Someone talk about him. So someone to mention this about it. Yeah, exactly. Are you surprised they got Dadonov and not Marchessault, Bill Carlson? Not allowed. Renault. William Carlson is a center, $7 million. And Marchessault is 30 years old. And because Dadonov is be out next year, Renault, after he become a UFA, And I want to mention to you, you say, yeah, but Marchessault, he still have 2 years on his contract. And that's the reason Renault did not ask anybody else. And again, that opened up. So when they gave Weber, you cannot ask a lot in return. You ask them what you can give to us. And for them, they will say, look, we want to open up $5 million. So that's limited about this one over there. 2-1. Thanks so much, RJ, for the update about this. You're absolutely right, Andrew. Who will be the next captain for the Flame, Kraken, Sabre, Ducks, Yacht, Montreal, Canadiens? But I have no clue. It's hard to tell you that because we don't know the lineup, the roster. It'll be like forever to answer those. But we'll see what happening before. That will be better during the summer. Should Ottawa Senators draft Focus at 7? No. Focus is going to be between 18 to 30, more at the end of the first round. But a lot of people like him, 5'10", an amazing, great skater, an amazing, great puck handling, and every time that, still physicality have to get better for Focus. He's only 5'10", but he's only 165, I think.
Oh, wow.
But
yeah,
he's a great upside down. It could be another still under 20, 25. He's on the radar for the Montreal Canadiens at 26. Will the Philadelphia case winner be a surprise team? No, Renault. But now it depends what your surprise team for you. I still believe the Devils are looking for him. Islanders. Now, Ottawa mentioned him. That would be surprised he go Ottawa. But I really believe the Islanders, the Devils, are really in front of everybody for that one over there. That's what I'm thinking about this one over there. Dadonov is old. Yeah, 33 years old, Renault. Experience contract is nice, but then asset is gone. You don't lose any asset. Renault, you lose Weber. So it's not it. Doug, does Ty Nelson or Jack Hughes get draft first? It depends, Bunny Monkey, when you eat 20, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Titan Nelson is a defenseman. Jack Hughes is a winger. Plays center sometime. They are
It
both
depends on
at
what
that
you need.
area. It all depends. Like Montreal will not pick both of them at 26, right? So at that moment, it depends what it will be about this. Tage Thompson and Buffalo. For the Islanders, I'm hoping one of the following guys is the picking. I'm saying they are there. Jatin Lekirimani, Denta Nemechak, Pavel Mikhelchuk, and Brad Lember. I don't want to be a bad guy here, TH, but Lekiriameki would be out. And the three others, one of them will be available TH at 13. But I don't know which one again, like a center. I would talk about prospect all night long, me. I hope to that. Yannick Gott is captain in Seattle. Trevor Zegras for the Ducks, Renault. And that's what we got. Tell a little bit more, Mr. Renault, about the game between yesterday, you saw yesterday. And don't forget, guys, click on the likes. What is your impression about the game?
Oh man, Colorado just so fast. No doubt about it. The speed showed up, and they were hitting. They were really hitting. I thought they were a little more physical than Tampa myself. Great matchup, and Kemper at least kept the fort. I was a little surprised actually in game one that Tampa came back in game one. That was just me. I always find them flat in the first two games, right? So I was kind of surprised that it started off very good game, but no doubt the speed is definitely on Colorado's side. And if they stick to taking the body, because if it goes the other way and they start getting the body taken on them, I don't think they'll stand as well where they're a smaller frame defenseman. So I think they got the right mentality in this series right now. It's going to be a good one.
It's a great one. I said this game would be on overtime. I was lucky, honestly.
You were right.
You know what I mean?
You're
But
right.
this game have two tempo, or maybe three
Yeah.
tempo. First period, all dominate by the speed by the Colorado. The second period, dominate by Tampa Bay by their patience, and they fall asleep Colorado because the Tampa Bay played the game of the holding everything, right? They took advantage of the turnover, and then after that. And then the third period, Colorado step up. I think Tampa Bay Slade didn't have one, two more. They shot only 5 times. They was winning only for the opportunity to get that goal and then get out and steal the game and go home after that, right? But it did not turn around that way there. I think they was too patient on their heel and waiting for the only one opportunity. And I think sometimes you cannot do that. And Colorado proved it about that one there. So you have 3 tempo of the game. And again, Francois said, Tampa Bay coming back. At 2 ways I said that. Colorado can get out this game, say, hey, we can beat them. We can play with them. We just show what we can do about this. And we outshot them. And only this game go overtime because Vasilevsky still a game at the third period. Without him, we win this game. 38 shot versus 20-something in return.
You got to think for Maroon, what a bad penalty to take for a veteran that knows better. Terrible timing.
I think he was, I'm sure he would not try to get a puck out, but unfortunately he did it about this one. And it was a critical moment at the end of the game like that. That's only one over there. Lucky he did not get a goal again. That's push Colorado to pushing harder also at the beginning of the OT. The right team win last night.
Oh, they deserved it, no doubt in my mind.
You know what I mean? Like, they was played there. So what we learned, like I mentioned to you, we're going to talk about what we learned yesterday, is Colorado can beat Tampa Bay.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Tampa Bay said, hey, we can hang game with them. And we did not play our best game. And I think they have everything. And then people say, Colorado beat. No, they did not play their best game because McCall have a good game, but not a great game. McCall have another gear. So one John Cooper said, but we can play better because we did not play well. And honestly, he's right. But again, I think Colorado have more things about that. It come back again for me is if Tampa Bay cannot score on power play, there will be a hard time to get that one there. If Colorado score 4 goals per game, Tampa Bay will not win a lot of games in that series.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're totally right. Tampa's got to get more shots if they want a chance.
And
You know,
again,
they have to get
I
more
will said
shots.
to you, Andrew, and you have 6 more games to go, right? And
Yeah.
on the next 6 game, I will give them maybe 2 times they can score 4 goals.
Yeah.
The rest will be
Yeah.
3 goals, 2 goals, 1 goal.
Totally.
That's what they are. Now, I can be wrong
Yeah.
here, but the way they
No,
show
I
to
agree.
me, the offensive is because they play really deep defensive. They don't want to give the
Yes.
blue line, everything like that, and they take advantage of what they got every time. But again, the one they will score 4 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, right? And then maybe you have 3 games. Yeah, that game, they will have at least a minimum 1 goal on power play and maybe 2 goals on power play. And because on the even strength, I don't give them more at 3 goals per game at that moment, what they
I
give to
agree.
us.
I agree.
So
They're going to be tight games, but I do think it's going 7.
I picked this game in 7, right? But
Yeah.
if Colorado play like this all the time, like they did yesterday, I think Tampa Bay will have a difficult time.
It's going to be a good series. I agree. I think, for me, I picked Tampa, but I'd love to see Colorado win.
What was
Too
your
many
biggest question?
What?
What is your biggest concern about
My
the Tampa
biggest
Bay?
concern, I think Tampa is banged up. I really do. I find Hedman's not in good shape. He's not even his play is affected. Kucherov's not the same. I'm very concerned about their injuries, to tell you the truth. That's my biggest thing right there. I just think that could come to haunt them. And Point, I don't even know if he should be there yet.
They protect him a lot, but not, me, at some points. But I
don't
would
think
say
he
one
should be
thing
there.
about this, for me. It's this, not the speed Colorado, it's the defenseman, the Tampa Bay, they look slow against Colorado.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
So
They're big
what
guys.
happening?
That's why.
They make a lot of mistakes because the time the reaction is not like usually it is. Pokajun, he got killed many times. Ruta got killed many times. Sonak got killed many times. Sergachev, the first 10 minutes of the game, he had 4 turnover in the defensive zone. 2 could be turned a goal. My point to you is, if they cannot have a better way to react on the speed of Colorado, they will have a difficult time.
They're going to have to figure that out. There's no doubt. The game plan, and that's what I find with Tampa is it seems like the first 2 games, they kind of just get the feel of a team to see what they're going to have to do to adjust. And that's what I know. They definitely got to make major adjustments just to compete. So it's going to be interesting because they can't go at the pace this game went continually. They won't win it.
They readjust with Rangers. They readjust with Toronto, right?
Yeah.
They do not think in Carolina they beat them anyway. But this one, it will be hard for them.
Oh, it's going to be.
Whatever John
There's no doubt.
Converse go to readjust, I'm telling you now, this could be really hard for them.
Sure.
For what I see yesterday, Tampa Bay they don't have everything to beat the Colorado. If Colorado play
They're
that
banged
level
up.
they played last night, a long term, that's advantage Colorado.
Yeah. No, I agree because to me, Tampa's not as strong as they were last year. That's number one. Unit-wise, they're not as strong of a team, and they're banged up to boot. You can't have that combination, so I am concerned on that end of it. It's going to be a good series, though, I think.
And the best player was Nick Paul.
Yeah,
Besides
that was a
Vasilevsky
great-
was Nick Paul.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
the Eagle, someone was complaining, not complaining, we said like, oh, but Vasilevsky have a so-so game now. Without Vasilevsky last night, this game is
you would have been blown out.
it's 6-3.
Yes. Yes, for sure. And
You
I
have 3
still say it.
breakaway and Drew.
Yeah.
You have 2
Yeah.
puck on one time and I'm telling you now, the score
Without
don't
him?
show exactly what happening. But we'll see.
Exactly.
We have a few
I
people
keep
to answer,
saying-
Mr.
I keep-
Andrew. Let's diving about this. Where do you see Lekeri going? I see him going around the 10 mark, which means there is sort of range for the lender starting out. So, yes, 8, 9, TH. One of them is going to be penalized, TH. Who you talk about? Lekeri Landberg, Savoie, and Nazar. So I give you four forward right there. And the reason I've said that to you is all because the defensemen.
Yep.
Because you have at least four great defensemen, could be between 4 to 12. And how depend they're going to select out, that will mix up everybody around there. My point to you, DH, they're going to have a great players at number 13. I can promise you that about that one over there. Mr. Danny, thank you so much to be with us tonight.
Hey, welcome, Danny. How are you?
I was impressed by Tampa able to hold on, and I was still the first game. One, you take account that still advantage for that. I feel confident for game this. Yeah, of course, Francois. Like Cooper said, he was happy for the game, everything like that. And the first game, now they have 2 days to rest. Tomorrow, Saturday will be another game right away there. That'll be a great way to do that. C'est moi qui sera le prochain capitaine. The Montreal Canadiens, Nicolas, it all depends between, for me, Zuski, Emerson, and Gallagher are the 3 players about that one there.
They for sure are.
Moi, serait Gallagher or Emerson. Yeah, I'll be one of the 3 for sure. Colorado definitely did not bring their A game last night, and no Kadri, Steve. For me, it was really McCarr. I think McCarr was not at his best. I think the cushion line and McKinnon did very well. But I think for me, it was really McCarr. Tampa has to play like the old New Jersey Devils. Look, welcome aboard.
Hey, welcome, Luke.
Yes, Mr. Duda. Question, which no playoff team this year can realistically be great next year?
Who could be great next year? I got my eyes on New York. There's no doubt. New York really impressed me in the playoffs. I was really surprised.
Which no playoff team?
Oh, no playoff team.
Yeah.
Could be good. Well, we got several of them. We've picked Jersey, we've picked Buffalo, Detroit. These are the no playoff teams that I've got my eyes on.
Right. You can really see be great. I will say to you, Renault, Vegas. Vegas is my number 1 over there.
True.
I really believe they will make the
that.
playoff. All right.
Yeah.
My number 2, it would be interesting, the New Jersey Devils and the New York Islanders. And I will say this before that. And the Buffalo. 3 teams right there.
Buffalo.
It's all depends what they get. Do they get a goaltender? You don't get a goaltender and the roster. But I'm telling you right now, the Devils, if they get a better goaltender, the Buffalo will chasing a lot Boston next season. And then after that, the Islanders, it all depends what they got in return. But
Another
again,
team. They were another team that was banged up. Them in Vegas, I don't even kind of consider them non-playoff teams because it was really a fluke, injury-wise, that those 2 teams missed.
yeah, I understand. But the bright for sure with them is Anaheim Ducks. But again, they still a little bit, and Detroit a little bit farther. But that's the next thing behind what we just said. I still believe right now Buffalo Devils are really the brighter. And then the next one, you have Ottawa, Detroit, Anaheim Ducks over there. And we forgot the Los Angeles Kings. They made the playoff.
Oh, yeah.
But they are on the same level like the New Jersey Devils and the Buffalo Sabres. That's a great question. Fun about this. And the biggest lesson is never take a penalty in overtime. On the back would be going. About that one there. CJ, that's what makes it so dangerous. I just only will about that. And you have 2 lightning tonight, so that's main Tampa Bay won't get number 2.
And I love WYNSTOK. WYNSTOK's incredible.
Mr. Andy Kuivula, welcome aboard.
Welcome, Andy.
I think the Baba will shut down Avalanche in game 2 or 3. Possible. I will feel very good if we can cap out 2-0, Steve G. Bonjour, Mr. Renault. About that one there. And I apologize to Ron King. I see him a little bit earlier. He talked about the logo of the series outside for Carolina versus Washington, I believe. And now I just remember that one, Mr. Ron. I apologize. I did not talk about this earlier. I saw the logo. I have the logo somewhere. I was supposed to talk about this, about my news today. Let me check about this. I have this somewhere. Coach. Here we go.
There you go.
So that's the series about, that's one he's talking about, I'm pretty sure. So pretty neat one over there. And Raleigh
Nice.
2023. So it's good to have another city get a new chance to get those kind of stuff like that. So thanks, Ronnie. I apologize again. What do you think the odds we get for Jonathan Taze?
I don't even know if anybody's going to be able to afford taking Jonathan Taze. That's my problem with that their situation, is who's going to have that type of money. We're at the stage he's at in his career.
Yeah, I can understand your point of view about this one with that. Now, it could have a three-team. Arizona can retaining 25% of the salary for them. Chicago get 25% of the salary about him. And then the team get him about $5 million, Mr. Blackhawks.
Yeah.
That would be something they can do about this. Or they can keep him until the trade deadline. And that's what it would be easier for them to trade Jonathan Taze at the trade deadline for sure. And return a pick, early pick, middle pick, and a prospect in return, or a good player in return. 3-player Blackhawks for him. Kate for Jonathan, Patrick Kane, and DeBrincat. I have to go with 4 or 2 first-round pick for DeBrincat, but that will be
Now those
interesting.
guys,
Yep.
those two will be easy to trade because everybody's going to want that type of talent.
Yep.
It's just Johnny, and I love Taze, but he's just at a point where it's a little too much money for where he's at in his career.
Yep. Do that. The season start in second week of the October. There we go. Don't call out Tampa Bay just yet. Every day when they have amazing speed. You tell,
that's
of
right.
course.
That's right.
Roger says Ziski for captain. With Weber, now Vegas is good. Zevlaka, welcome aboard.
Welcome, Zebra.
Better Buffalo, maybe. Follier, other Bruce, and Demko over there. He was future, thanks to talk about Follier or Bruce Goudreau and Demko. Future likes a lot of Vancouver Canucks. I heard last week or 2 weeks ago, they have a lot of concern about Demko.
Really?
He have a hip injuries.
Wow, that's not good.
And he
Ooh,
said, they talk about longevity. I'm not talking about right now, but he have concerning about, he have a lot of problem with injuries with his hip. So it could be happening in the next 2-3 years, right? But he's really, he have a couple of problems with the hip. So it's something to remember about Demko. It's, coach, talk about this. There was something I read on the Atlantic, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So I just want to share it with you because he talked about Demko. Great goaltender, cheap at $5 million. Great asset for Vancouver future. But it's something we have to be concerned at long term for him for sure about this.
The only thing is, and with you saying that, Coach, it's they seem to overplay him a lot. He gets too much work, if you know what I mean.
They use him a lot on the stretch with Bruce Boudreau because Alak was terrible. Now they signed the third one over there. The third goaltender over there is I'm thinking about Mason, but it's not Mason. Come on, coach. Jesus. And then I'm going to get you right now. And I said, geez, I knew it was him. Sometimes the memory is get out there. Is Martin. Spencer Martin. So they signed him a 2 years contract, very cheap, 27 years old. He rolled his boss everywhere, but look like Boudreau likes him. I like US free, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Steve, I have a question for you, Mister. What does Tampa team look like next year? I know they have Veselski signed long term.
Boy, that's going to be something to see, to tell you the truth. They're going to have to do their magic, that's for sure. How close are they to the cap?
They're over cap.
Yeah, they're over the cap, so they're going to have to unload a couple guys. There's no end ifs and buts, so it's going to change things. But they always seem to wait, unload, get under the cap at the beginning, and then they always tend to trade deadline time, bring on the missing pieces. But I don't think they're still going to be a dangerous team next year. Don't get me wrong. They still got, that's a solid team. I don't think next year on they'll be the cup winners.
$2 million over the cap. 19 players.
Yeah.
4 more players to go. Now, UFA, Audrey Palat.
I wouldn't let him go.
Nick Paul.
You can't let him go either.
All right? And then Ruta. So it's $1 million cheap, right? So don't worry about Ruta, about that one there. The 2 other players are everybody. So they have to sign Palat. Let's see he make a deal, Tampa Bay, right? He's 31 years old. Or maybe say, look, we're going to give you 4 years or 5 years at $5 million. He said, you know what? I'm happy to be here. The tax, my wife, everything. I'm 31 years old. Why to go somewhere else for $1 more million, maybe 1.5, and maybe make $5 more million. Let's go stay home here and see that. Let's give them now a $7 million. All right?
Yeah.
But now they have Nick Paul.
Exactly.
So Nick Paul,
But,
at 27 years old, right? He had maybe his best time of his life as his career. He cannot stay there for a minimum $2 million.
No. I don't think he'll agree to.
Because he is 27, right? So
gotta
if he
cash
was
in
24, 23, that's another subject here. But it could be his best contract forever in his life. Because when you get to 32, 33, it may be done for him. So him is looking for a $3 million minimum. They cannot afford him at $3 million. Now, what he can do, my only player I would say to you is to try to trade Killorn.
Yeah, I agree with that totally.
get
I think
Palat.
they've been trying to do that for 2 seasons now, that he's always been in the talk. So I think that would be the direction to go.
Because if you look about what they have after that, they have not much. Jack Finley, they signed today. They don't have a lot on the back door. Prospect as a forward, they have a few one, but not much. And because he won every time, right? So
They got to
that's
watch
the
it,
reason
though.
about that.
They're starting to go up the ladder in age too, so they got to start watching it.
All right, they have a chance right now. It's this year.
Yes, that's it. I think this is their last.
I think
year
after that, there will be too much. Poutine Lisa, back in the house tonight, Mr. Poutine.
Welcome.
Renault down on Vegas. Can you imagine what would happen if Weber was clear to play? Yes, Roger, I can understand that, but it will not happen. He cannot play. Ken Hughes mentioned again at the press conference. He said, look, we're never going to see again Weber. And really nice conversation. He called him yesterday. They advised him. He was on the baseball game, something like that. And he said, look, we're going to clarify this today. We talk about one team. And he said, not a problem. And so you have a great communication between Shea Weber and the Montreal Canadiens for the situation over there. So glad to hear that about what they did, their job,
like
everything like that. So,
like he said, I want to be the first to tell you. I don't want you to hear it over the news because the rumors will start pouring out, right? So I love this guy. He's a class act the way Hughes operates.
Mr. Paul, welcome aboard. Mr. Paul leave me some comments on my videos during the day. Glad to hear that. See him tonight. Hughes is a wizard, and Zuski for captain. Go Habs, go about this one over there. So, go ahead.
I'd rather see him wait on the Suzuki for captain right now. I'd rather see it be Edmonston myself because I don't think Suzuki's quite ready. Plus, I think it also allots for a couple more younger guys to come up and get them to look at the total package of guys leadership-wise so they have a better view.
Yeah, possible. It all depends how they qualify Gallagher.
See, Gallagher would be perfect if he just didn't have such a bad communication with the referees.
But again, I would say to you, if The Montreal Canadiens keep him. They think they would keep him for 3 years, right? They decided we don't trade him. I think they would give it to him.
Yeah, if they weren't going to get rid of him, but I don't know about that.
So
I don't know if he's going to last 3 years.
I think we'll be fine. I think he brings so much on ice and on the locker room about that one over there. So
I want to see if he heals this summer, is what I'm looking for, just to see if he comes back healed up a bit better.
Do you think Mikheyev and Lupushkin will go to the New Jersey? Sorry for the spelling, not a problem. I think he wants to talk about maybe another team. Mikheyev is a great situation right now. He's 1.8, scored 15 goals. It could be another team. His speed is excellent. That would be great. I'm surprised they don't keep Lupushkin. I think Lupushkin will be back over there with the Toronto Maple Leafs. They know with Mikheyev they cannot win because he cannot do nothing. He's on the playoff.
He's fast, but it's not enough. They got to find something deeper.
Where do you see him?
Where do I see him? Wow. Oh, boy. That's a good question. Eve, I could see possibly Ottawa looking at him.
Seattle.
Yes, that would be a really good fit.
Seattle, it would be a great fit for Mikheyev over there. They use his speed, and it's the team don't go nowhere anyway. And they go to cost him maybe $2.5 million max, and I would be a great fit over there. I think Mikheyev fit very well over there. Lupushkin, I would keep. Toronto, keep him if they can. And they don't cost him too much money anyway.
No, I agree. He's a keeper.
Yep. Will Martin we be able to answer multiple years of missing the playoff, or you would want a more competitive team? The language. Listen, I read a lot of hockey, right? I'm not better to anybody. The we can use talk today. They don't give a lot of good chance to make the playoff next season. I'm telling you right now, they will participate to the they will participate to the season next year. That's it. Participation is the right words for them next season. Then after that, we change. But I'm telling you right now, don't expect too much drama this offseason about UFA or make that team over there, sign Letang, sign him over there, make the sick. No. I'm telling you right now.
If anything, they're unloading and just letting the kids run with it.
I'm telling you right now, they will be one more year, and their goal is to pick the top 5 if they can. Worst case, top 10. But if they can,
I think they can get a top 5.
Top 5. Listen, guys, we're going to be on the Rolls Royce after that for years to come after that, and make maybe in the playoff right away after that. But with
a couple years.
Shane Wright example they get, or whatever he's going to name, Slakowski or Lukoli, whatever they pick, right? And they can get a top 5 after that with Fantilli, Bedal, Mikhail, or Devaski. I'm telling you now, that team right there, in 2 years, they just make 5 players going to make the NHL and the first round pick they got.
Yeah, exactly. And he's made it clear, like you said, that's the route they're going. They want to build the right way. None of this foolishness that's gone on there. Let's start over and do it right. And he's made that clear today.
I'm telling you right now, you want to have a breaking news? I'm going to give you a breaking news for Coach Friendship. This is from Hockey Nation Live Show. The Montreal Canadiens are going to trade Josh Anderson and their pick number 26, or they're going to trade someone with their pick number 26, and they're going to get a pick between 10 to 16 and the draft NHL 2022. And I guarantee you that they will do something like that. They will try to go up and the draft to get 2 solid players on that draft. They have that chance to do this right now. And that gave that open up over there for them.
I wouldn't even be surprised, Coach. They even try to go just a bit higher than that. I wouldn't be shocked.
That would be too hard for them.
I don't know.
That would cost them too much. They don't have enough for what they got for 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, whatever they call it.
But they're going to do it. You're right in that sense. I agree with you. I think
I'm telling you right now, they don't. I'm telling you right now, they don't draft 26.
I agree.
They're going to be between the number 1 and 20.
Yeah.
But maybe coach is too excited right now. Calm down, coach.
No, I totally agree with you. When you made that comment in your video, I was 100% on board. I said he's thinking the same way I'm thinking. I see it, the writing on the wall. Something's going on.
Roger Bouchard, welcome aboard. Do you remember Ottawa Thunder versus Colorado Avalanche in the Global Series? Yes, correct. A couple of years ago. Good Kelly, do a behavior tonight. Roger, hi. Any question, let us know. Why not trade Petrie for Zadina? Great question for STELLA Renault. And I have good answer to you. Because Detroit does not want to trade Zadina. I still believe Detroit will not give. One thing Detroit does, and that one thing Montreal will do right now, is they don't give anybody until they know they cannot do anything with that part over there.
Right.
And I think for me, Detroit will say, no, we're going to wait one more year. Let's see what Zadina is. Listen, guy, he's 22 years old, 21. So
but he is on Yzerman's radar. But I think you're right. I can see them giving him another year. I can see that. He's still young.
Listen, guy, he's 22.
Yeah.
Troy Terry this year, he turned at 25 when he explodes with 30 goals. That's the kind of guy he can score at 22. Zadina. I wouldn't be surprised. So patient with him, and that's the reason they will not trade him, Renault, about that one over there. Mr. Terry T is in the house.
Hey, welcome, Terry.
To answer quickly for Mr. Terry T, surprise, it could be surprise for you, but they just opened up $5 million on the salary cap. So for them, it's a good deal for them. And for Dadonov, Terry, don't much expectation. Montreal Canadiens going to let him go next season. They'll maybe trade him during the off season. Right. So that's all about this. So about this situation. So Weber retired now, and not necessarily Roger. I think he could wait one more year, and he's going to get his $3 million. If I can recall it, I think it's $3 million. He got, and then after that he got $1 million. This year he got $6 million, right? Coach, are you right? Coach, he's with Vegas now. It's funny. I forgot. Well, I don't forget, but he moved quickly. Weber is at 7.8. Yes, I understand that, Mr. Cap. But he's pay 22, 23, $3 million. So the cost to get him is $3 million, Mr. Andrew. And then after that, the next 3 years is $1 million. So
that's when you'll see him retire.
Thank you so much. Renault's palette is gone. Thank you so much. Renault, Nick Paul is gone. He chased the money. I think I would chase the money. Mr. Alexandre Meilleur de la Sucre is in the house.
Hey, welcome.
When you have free signature, will ask for 7.5, maybe even 9.5. Not allow Renault. Sergachev will never ask that kind of money at that moment, and I will tell you why. Because Sergachev right now is 22, 23, is at 4.8 next season. It will be 24, and he's only RFA after that at 24. And so what happening with him? They will not sign him a long term. They will give him a bridge contract and expect him about $6 million after that. Worst case, $7 million, but still, Sergachev is not the top best defenseman over there until they have Edmond and McDonough in front of him.
Yeah,
he's stuck in the ladder about that. It could happen a little bit. Will Stamkos expect a similar salary if he resigns in Tampa? $9 million? No. Stamkos, guys, is going to 2 years again at 8.5. He's going to be 34 years old. Expect drop money about that one over there for sure.
Definitely.
About this one over there. And look, Nick Paul is only utility player, no more can it be greedy. I agree with you about this one over there. Killan and opportunities, Curry, possible. 3.6 AAV is utility level salary. RIP, no problem. You can that. Jose, please click on the likes, everything like that. Of the best. See you tomorrow, Mr. Roger. What happening to Weber? He got traded to the Vegas Golden Knight, Mr. Andy. Trade, he probably retire. I have the phone. No, Vegas. That's another safe option, but Nick would be captain. Renaud Zuski is still ahead of Gally since the ref like Zuski had better. I cannot wait to see what Dorian will do at the draft. Look, will be interesting. Coach, what is the rumor about Gibson? It's funny, Gibson's situation, guys. I don't know where we stay here.
Keeps coming up.
Gibson is funny story, guys. What are you talking about, Coach? Rumor is coming from a guy on the internet. I cannot remember his name. He said the Anaheim want to trade him, whatever it is, and Gibson asked for the trade. Today's letter, Gibson get out, and he must maybe in the wood. He said, maybe I heard my name somewhere, so maybe take a note about this. And he said, no, I never asked to leave Anaheim. I'm happy there. So
Exactly.
But Pat Verbeek is a new GM over there. He's thinking possible I can get something in return. I'm going to surprise everybody here. I wouldn't be surprised they trade him at the Washington Capitals and return from Samsonov.
Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Everybody expect Toronto. On my video this
Washington
morning,
needs
it
a real
was my
goal,
trade
too.
bait, and I take the Devils, I take the Capitals, I take the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Edmonton Oilers. But all the four, my underdog is really the Capitals over there.
Yep. Yep.
And you're going
And I
to
can
see
see that.
Anaheim Ducks, guys, try to get the 23, 24 years old in NHL. I wouldn't be surprised on my hockey news today, NHL Daily News, I'm talking about Anaheim Ducks. They were looking for Anthony Beauvillier, 24 years old. Maybe Adam Bear, 34 years old. They're all RFA. I would not be surprised they go that direction about that. Does that help the cap or was that long term? And for them, they're helping the Vegas because they gave Dadonov $5 million. So that's the reason about that. Is Doug GM want to get rid of bad contract, Danny? They don't have a lot of bad contract anymore, Renault, other than the fact they have Cam Fowler over there. And they have Anaheim.
I don't really know if there's any bad contracts over there.
They don't have Enrique at 32 at $5 million. And they have Cam Fowler. That's it. And the reason I said that, because we know Kesslab is out. It was at $8 million, right? He signed for $1 million. So the salary cap, guys, is pretty good. It's about $30 million.
Wow.
And they have to sign 9 players, but still. So the cap is pretty good over there.
Darn good.
And Gibson wants to stay where easy. But Gibson have 10 teams to trade. He wants to stay in LA. Coach, I heard rumor about Anderson to Jersey, Columbus getting 12 picks. You thought about this. It was bring by ENORTAP yesterday. It's a trade of 3 teams, the Columbus, the New Jersey. And I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel, on my video tomorrow morning. So it's Columbus, New Jersey, and Montreal. So the New Jersey gave the second pick overall to Columbus, and Columbus gave them 6 and 12. The New Jersey turn around, and they go to Montreal Canadiens, and they gave them Pavel Zacha and their pick number 12, and they returned, they gave Josh Anderson. Some said it will be number 6. I believe if they get number 6, it cannot be with Pavel Zacha. They will have some things coming with Josh Anderson. So I believe me, it's going to be number 12, and that fit with Montreal Canadiens.
It does. It does.
That's exactly what I said with 26 earlier, right? And that's Montreal can go there on that direction. It could be that one, Zeph, about this. I still believe again, and I'm getting sold more and more. Montreal need to pick someone before 20, this draft pick over there. And that kid can play with NHL, with Montreal. That'll give them 2 great prospects right away. At 33, they still have maybe Nathan Gaucher, Tristan Luneau, Michel, maybe Znakerad, we'll see. But I would believe that would be the way to do that.
I'm convinced that something's going to go down that way. It's going to be in that direction with Jersey. I think you're right.
Yep. Adam, welcome, Mr. Adam Berger. I can wait to see him about his comment about the trade today. Habs can only afford kid player early minimum because of the cap about this one over there. Montreal tried to open a cap today. They had to take a veteran and the free agency signed some young gun for right about this one over there. Then we have DIXON since he wants to stay in the tax. Coach, I believe Weber will play again in Vegas. No, Adam, forget about this. Oh, Mr. Andrew, we have a super chat. Well, that's the plane. It's ENORTAP on the plane. Here we go. Super chat. $20, Mr. John D. Chop, chop, chop. Thank you so much. Rivers. Chop, chop, chop. Super chat, Mr. John D. Super chat. OMG, another one of the day. That's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Mr. John. Again, he did it again. And then we did some love. And we appreciate again for this one. For some reason, my heart does not work anymore. I need to figure out this one over there. Not my heart here, but my heart on my computer. I lost my one over there. So we'll see what's happening. Adam, good family. So I answer to your question, Mr. Adam. And people, Mr. Frank Zalazar, the Cubano from South Florida, is back in the house tonight. Welcome back, Frankie.
Welcome, Frank.
Adam, I can guarantee that he will never play in Vegas and he never play again in NHL, Adam. So forget about this one over there for everybody about this.
Yeah, I made a joke of that earlier myself. I was joking about it with Fred.
Coach, do you see Huberdeau to the Habs? No, Frank.
I don't know. Some point. Not yet.
No.
Not
forget
yet.
about this.
I still hope about a year from now, maybe.
No. Developing until 25. Absolutely right about this for sure. Zev, you're correct on what you stand. Mr. Luciano Graziano back in the house tonight.
Luciano.
Look at us in 3 million. And I try to catch up. Danny, do you believe Weber will ever play in Vegas? No, allowed. About this one over there. What Montreal best option for price? Let him train for $10 million career or down him early on. You cannot drop him down, Putin, and it will be on the long-term injury reserve, Putin, if he cannot play or he will decide to retire. And they talk about him today. I don't know if you're listening, but he said,
yeah, he did.
We don't know. He would take decision in July, and we prepare like he would be there. If he's not, we have money now for the salary cap, and we're all good.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Mailloux met use why? The look in Mailloux, Roger, is the case of Mailloux. He got hurt during a fight on the ice. He got a dislocation, shoulder injury, and he is on the rehabilitation right now. He's a part, and I did not know that. He's under agent Cadrex.
Okay.
Cadrex is the firm from Montreal Canadiens. 8 years ago, they merged 2 companies together.
Okay. Wow.
Where Kenyu is coming from? Cadrex.
That's right.
So the company Cadrex invite Mailloux to coming back in Montreal to have a better way to surround himself with great people for his rehabilitation over there. At the same time, he's in Montreal. At the same time, with Cadrex, now he's going to talk with Ken Hughes. He said, look, we'll be happy to meet him, see what we at, everything like that. And that's what the situation about that. So he's not under the Montreal Canadiens watching whatever. He's work with the Cadrex, but that's a great possibility about that one. He said, he did not say, we'll see what happens during the summer if he can come back at the training camp or not. But he did not sign his contract yet, so he cannot go if it's not done yet. So will be interesting about this one over there. Kelly, I took off if Weaver is back with the leave. A question, but Giroux can get 8.5 this summer in Anaheim or Ottawa. No, Anaheim, Renault, the Anaheim, they will not give him that kind of money. Now, Ottawa could do that, but I would be very surprised why to give him at 38 years old $8.5 million and after Mr. Renault. And now with 8.5, he become your highest players in this organization, and he's 35 years old. I don't see that. But I don't see that. I don't know why they would do that. It would be a really bad management action. So which team win the Weber trade, Roger? No team win, honestly, Roger. I will tell you why.
Win.
They all both win.
Yeah.
All right? The Vegas guy, he just removed $5 million on the salary cap. Weber does not play anyway. So he's going to be a long-term injury reserve, everything like that. All right? And then the Montreal, they gave a chance now to have a better way for the long term. For 3 years to go, he still have 4 years to complete Shea Weber. So you don't have anybody now to put on long-term injury reserve. If you have two players like Price and him, I gave them $20 million. They are tied up. Yeah, but the money doesn't count. It's not a matter because if they are under the $81 million or 82 now, each dollar have to put from Weber or Carey Price on the salary cap for Montreal. So every time they will be sell up and they cannot do anything. That's the reason they do that. That open up now to only one if it's Carey Price at $10 million.
Manageable now. Yeah.
That's the reason.
Manageable.
On the flip side, on the ice, Montreal get a 20 goal scorer on the ice for 1 year. He become UFA. He still have some value in NHL. It could be trade.
I think they'll trade him.
So that would be another option over there. So that's the reason about that one over there.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Danny. Gibson is their bad contract. That's just a question. I will keep faith because Canada will turn over the addition on Anderson. I'm pretty sure the family is devastated. Mr. Julien Wiseman, Vizna. Welcome back, Mr. Wiseman. Mr. Julien. Hey, guys, great show. Do you think the Habs going to get a big knife from the Affranchi if they trade Petrie? Thanks, sir. Now, if they trade Petrie, they will have to get someone, Julien, in return. I don't think so, Letank. I still believe Letank and Malkin may be still in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They have other options, Julien, on the UFA they can get at some point if they can trade Petrie. Worst case, Julien, they would start with Barron. They have Savard, they have Whiteman, and they can move a left defenseman like Schoenemann and go to the right, on the right side.
Right. Yeah.
15 minutes ago, Julien and Drew, we said Montreal is going to participate next season.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Exactly.
That's for me. More we're getting closer, more I believe they will not make a big splash on that one.
I'm not expecting
now,
one
Julien,
at all.
I tell you right now, maybe in 1 month, you go turn around to me and say, Coach, you are completely wrong. I will say to you, Julien, you're absolutely right. I was completely wrong. I'm open to say that also because I would not be my first time I'm wrong here. I try to read Ken Hughes. That's what my job here. Another perspective about everything. So that would be something like that. Renaud, I can't find your question. What it was again, buddy? No, Julien, part of money about this one over there. And John, thank you so much again. As a one-time slapper, who remind of Brett, I think McKinnon is close.
He's got quite a shot, that's for sure.
And I know he's not a winger, but you have to go with Austin Matthews. And I would say the closest one to Brett Hull,
I know.
two names came in my head. Alex the Brincat.
Yeah?
My next one, Kyle Connor.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
Now, they maybe not score 600 goals.
Yeah, their numbers are down, but they got the shot.
Yeah, exactly. Again, John, thanks so much for everybody. You guys, to tell him that. Very kind for each one of you. Magane Weber, yes, it is. Why not? Because he is injury, Adam. That's why. Je suis épuisé, je ne sais pas pourquoi, mon Nicolas. C'est une grosse semaine d'école pour toi, mon Nicolas. Les examens, les études, puis qu'est-ce que tu as fait des dernières semaines. C'est la raison. En plus, tu as eu la COVID, je crois. Donc, the problem is the Weber is signed for 14 years. Is under $8 million, but his 5 years salary was closer to $15 million at the beginning. Yeah. May you hold the leverage over the Canadiens because another NHL team would love to sign him. You have nothing to get there, You have no leverage with the Montreal Canadiens, my friend. And they would tell him, Mayu, if you don't want to stay here, the door is over there, just go. Why? Because he's not can use Jeff Gordon draft him. He's on the old people get him. So he have no leverage with the Montreal Canadiens, and Montreal Canadiens expect people have great behavior in life.
Yeah.
So Ken Hughes said, if you do the right things, we're going to look next season. But you have to prove to us he does the right thing.
Totally.
That's the reason he meet him.
Yeah.
So he does not have a lot. He does not have a lot of leverage about that.
No.
Poutine sur Ottawa sous piqué à donc des 5-0. I can Danny Ottawa is no money Spencer like that. He has a great one over there. Become a member. Thank you so much. Renaud, I think you got to something ref about this. What does the Canon contract look like, Steve G? Great question. What do you think about that?
Lekanen's contract, he's going to get a payday. There's no doubt about it. Lekanen's probably going to get because I think they're going to hold on to him. 5.5.
No.
You don't think?
No.
4.5.
The Canon right now, guys, is at 2.4.
Is that how? That's all he's making? Yeah.
Okay.
They could get him for 4.5.
Now is RFA next season.
Right.
Okay. So we all agree with that. He scored 18 goals in 2016. That's 6 years. We're going to start 7 years next year. Since that, he never scored more at 13 goals. Now, this year, he scored 19 goals with Colorado and Montreal. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, he has 7 goals in 15 games. That's giving 40 goals in the season. Do you believe they can score 40 goals in NHL? I don't think so. Right?
No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
So if Montreal, if Colorado want to make a big deal with him, you offer him 6 years at $4 million.
Yeah. 4.5 or 4. Yeah. Somewhere around there. Yeah. That's all they need to give him. That's all they need to give him. I didn't realize he was making so little. Wow.
Yep. I would not give him more of that.
Yeah. And they'll give it to him. I'm sure they will.
Because honestly, Lekonen is not a top 6 players.
No.
Right now he play on the power play because Kadri was not there. So when your team is better, like Vincent Tracek is there, Lekonen does not play on power play.
Exactly.
So it's $4 million. If you give him more, now he's at 4.5. Now we said, look, I'm okay. But if you go over, you completely mess up your salary cap.
Yeah.
So I was surprised Vegas pick up a contract to short salary. Will be interesting to how Marinov does with Habs. Dadonov, you talk about him, about this. What is the most dollar the league can get in cap space with trade? It all depends which one Kelly they trade on honestly. I don't want to be mean when I said that because you don't know who they're going to trade, right? But right now they have $7 million on the cap space, and they have to sign 6 players. So that gives them about $1 million each to sign up. And they have to sign Ekval. They have to sign Blackwell. And after that, they have to sign Lindgren, Sandin, Lipushkin, and Mikheyev. And the goaltender, Campbell.
Wow.
So
they got to do something.
So Lipushkin, $1 million, right? Lindgren, $1 million. Sandin, $1 million. That's 3 at $3 million. Ekval, $1 million. That's 4. They have to sign Case also. And Blackwell, both of them are $1 million. And they have Mikheyev at 1.5 possible. So they can sign everybody, but they cannot sign Campbell.
Right. And I don't think he's going to go that cheap.
So if they trade Justin Hall, $2 million out. They should trade him. I think Anaheim would get him if they want trade. Right? Kerfoot is at 3.5. They should consider him. And then you have Nylander at $7 million, but they will lose at some point there.
Yeah.
They are eating on that. Mailloux is unsigned. Yes, Renault is unsigned until next season. He got his offer, Bena Fielder and June 1st, but he's unsigned until next year. He cannot go nowhere. Look, Renault, about that. Trade Petrie get young defenseman with high potential. Puts it possible. Mr. 7049 is on the house.
Welcome.
Angelo, first of all, thanks to be with us tonight, Angelo, and never be sorry about that one over there. We understand everybody have their own stuff to do, and glad to see you tonight. Don't forget to click on the likes. Renault, coach, we're not clear about Baron injury. It would be ready for New Year. Yes, Renault is ankle is going to be ready for next year. Not a problem. Will Hoffman be moved soon? It's one of them, Roger. Could be moved. It's 2 years again at $4 million, 4.5 to go. It's one of them with the Armia, the Anderson, the Dadonov now, the Drouin, and the Gallagher. Those 5-6 names there, you can add Biron if you want to, but they're always over there. The bad news about Dadonov, guys, is just take a spot like Jesse Alonen, Pelzetta, Harvey Pinard.
But you know, that's the thing too, though. I'm still questioning. Do they, send him another direction? Not even hold on to him very long. That's another possibility. He's got value.
He has value, but not much.
No, not much. But if you wanted to do something, you could do something minor. Just unload it.
Yep. Jose, we're going to use Matthews got traded. Why would Chicago trade the Brinket and money issue? No, Kelly. They want to rebuild everything, Kelly. They want to get when I say rebuild, they want to go all the way down and restart. That's the first thing. If they do that, Kelly, you've been there, you know Toronto. So it takes 5 to 8 years.
Yeah.
He's 24 years old. It's going to be 25. And 2 years, he will request $9 million plus per year. When he's going to be at his end of his contract at 34, 35, that's what that Chicago is going to get better, because that will take all the time. So the time is with Chicago at 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. He's at full potential. The team is rebuilding. So you have no reason to keep a guy like him when the team not going nowhere anyway. They just survive. So what they think is to take those 3 guys, and then they get maybe 12 players in return, prospect pick, and then they rebuild with them. 2 first-round pick there, 2 first-round pick in the next year, 2 first-round pick after that. Prospect number 8, 3 of them, they growing, and that's how you rebuild. And that's the only way they can. The reason is that's the way I just explained to you. And again, guys, only why I said that, I'm not an expert. I just heard
That's how
things
it's
like
done,
that
though.
everywhere.
That's how it's done.
That would be the key about that one there. Different cats join the Panthers, so I can call you Cat Dame with Lions. Unfortunately, I have no money for him. Unfortunately for them, because Chicago has no idea what they are doing, Luciano. No, come close to Brett Hall. No, of course, he has 600 goal. We just tried to find a... really impressing me by Zibanejad shot, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Zibanejad? Oh, man.
I'm impressed. I was not thinking like, wait, over there. Nicolas, Kelly asked the way Harrison cash washroom. Vegas need to get rid of Leonard, send him to Anaheim. Yeah.
They do got to figure that out. They got to figure that out.
And we're just talking about the cat. Not a problem. Kelly, it's all good. Chicago trading the rear is like leave trading Matthews. And that's similar like that, yeah. Luke Laforson, Likkinen at $3 million. Yeah. It's a little bit low, look. Now I just try to be again you look right now, but I can understand your point of view. 3, I think 3.54 is what I was looking for, but that's the max look. Likkinen at $3 million is a good deal for everybody. If you do that, hopefully they get him 6 year or maybe 5. He would say, look, but we'll see. Is it better to have mostly natural center in the lineup or only a few per winger on the OV or Caulfield mode? You have to build from the line in the middle, Renault, and then after that you go on the winger. Mr. Crypto Crypto Bunny is in the house.
Welcome.
You knew Meilleeuр before the Habs draft him, and he does not hate coach. Even I think he likes his talent. You know him like just him by the name Crypto, but he never follow him like everything like that. He was an agent before that, Crypto. So I can understand your point of view, but you have nothing there about this. Adam Vegas need to get rid of Leonard because of Logan Thompson. And then after that, I was going with the films. Get one where there will be a waiver, then will be $3 million for 2 years bridge contract for him. And no, look, his RFA, after that, he become a UFA, look. I don't think so. It would be a good deal for him. I would tell them, if you go that way, I would say, no, give me 1 year only at 3.5. That open up him after that to go anywhere. Yeah. Renault 4-3. It's not an advantage for him. Flyers could use Likkinen. Yes, they could. Of course, they could. 2-3 then worked for Likkinen. Now you gave 1 year. Again, I will say to you, only 2 years, I want 3.5 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Question, how do they leave all the team with the less cap space? No. Not really, Kelly. Not really, Kelly. You have two teams, the Tampa Bay and someone else. I think Montreal now are over cap.
Yeah.
Michael won't be back. That will give them another guy at 700,000. They will sell. DJ Mercy. I think there'll be a few more teams worse could they leave. Kelly, something are over. Exactly, Luciano. Meilleeuр is one of the best men in CHL. He project the Pietrangelo mode. We'll be interested. Good night, Nicolas. Merci d'être avec nous. All right. My head out. Thanks for tonight. Thank you so much, Mr. Poutine. Have a great week. I will see you a little bit later.
I hope it does work out for Meilleeuр. I hope he has changed his ways and is more responsible because he looks like he's doing quite well. He had a good season.
Yeah. Meilleeur, yes, look. Of course it is. Look, you talk about Meilleeur will sign with Montreal. They will for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the timing, everything like that. Louis X, I personally think the Weber trade was a big brain move.
It was a good move. Very good move.
Should Savard lose pounds to be faster?
He could lose a little bit. I don't know if that's going to correct he's aging too, so.
Which Savard?
I think he's thinking of Savard Montreal. He could stand to lose about 20.
Yeah, but that would not change a lot.
No, that's what I'm thinking. His age, the kilometers on him.
No.
That thing.
Amber Ajak will replace Weber. Mark my words, is a fucker Weber.
Oh, I love that kid. I love that kid.
Yes, but I say yes. He's going to get, the time will tell us, the development will tell us. Now he dominate guys because he's 21 years old. He play in the league at 18, 19, 20 years old. So we have to be a little bit holding about this. He have a great playoff. He play well with Hamilton Bulldogs. Everything like that. He have a lot of upside down. 1 or 2 years with the Laval Rockets. Then after that, he be maybe an NHL. Now the good thing about guys is tough. He's tough. He's not scared about anything, and he have that kind of meanness and the mean inside of him. So I agree with you, Krypton. He have a lot of good thing about him for sure. Time will tell us, like I said. Roger is a true fan. They will never go on over. Kelly, coach right now answer, but if they are rebuilding, they should get rid of Kane and Taste. They will also, Kelly. It's not only the Brent Cat. Both of them would be at the end of somehow. As they talk about all three. No one is the Farka Weber Crypto. No, I think he once said is the type, the a prototype like Weber look about is a body check. We turn that. I think the Weber trade was a big brain move. I think we got that one earlier. While Jose is awake, okay, nation. Robert Allen, welcome aboard. This trade is showing the management power of this trade. Trade can go in a certain lot of possibilities. I like this point because he said that trade open up other things after that.
It does. It opens the door wide open. So, I mean, just imagine if they get Petrie unloaded as well. I mean, the cash, wow.
But Crypto, look, he said, Crypto, Aber Ajak never been drafted in NHL. You talk about a guy who's going to be an Hall of Famer, Crypto. And I can see you excited about Aber. I respect that. But you take Aber Ajak talking about one of the best defensemen in NHL history, like Shea Weber.
Not yet.
You have a lot of things to get there. Now, you can say he look like Shea Weber, and he can hit like Shea Weber, or he have some skill Shea Weber has.
And he's a great scrapper.
That's okay. But he said it would be better to Shea Weber, or he's a, I think it's...
Yeah, that's a bit of a
could be wrong here, and if I'm wrong, I would be amazingly happy about that one over there. Why not down the cap and go with luxury tax and MLP? Because you have too many parity in NHL, Roger, and it's going to be an unbalanced league after that. And that's the reason why they don't want to do that. Now, the NHL dropped the money today. They're increasing $1 million, 82.5, and the lower limit at 61 $1 million. And they're going to get there for 1 year, 2 years, and then they will catch up after that. And 5 years, they will expect about 90, 93, 94, 95. They will follow up what's going on around there. Do you think the Weber trade was a smart move? Yes, Louis. Absolutely great move for both teams for what they need about that one over there. Courage was always going to get. I did Crebo and Ajak could not play through what Weber went through. Shea for all those good time. Thanks so much. 777. Agree. Let's see if they would tell us. Absolutely right, Crypto. Again,
that's exactly
you're not wrong what you said. I just tell you, it's like you gave a young kids like Aber never be draft, and you give him like one of the best of the best. It's a big step over there. Charles Keller to YouTube, welcome aboard. Which team are closer to being over the cap market? The leave. The Tampa Bay are out, Kelly, and also the Montreal Canadiens are out at that moment. Yeah. The other two teams are over cap, Kelly. On average, how many scouts does an NHL team have? It depends, Steve, and I'll try to give you the best answer here. They have two departments scouting inside the umbrella. They have the professional scouting, and they have the amateur pro scouting, and they have two different people. So the professional have about 4 to 6 or 8 people, more 4 to 6 people. That's cover the East, the West. They have 32 teams. Think about this, Steve. So 4, 5, 6 is the max. Then on the pro amateur, it all depends. It could be from 10 to 24. What? Yes, because it depends the team, what they do with their scouting. So you have to cover around the world, and there are more countries now. And when we talk about amateur, we talk about USHL, talk about the CHL in Canada, the 3 league, everything like that. And then you have all the European, everything like that. You have also pro scout European now. They part of some of them, call them the pro amateur. It depends. They cover the SHL, the Liga League, the Germany League, the Swiss League, the KHL, everything like that. But they have all amateur over there. They have MHL, VHL, and I can go all the way like this, everything. So all depends the team. But the number I'm giving you right now, Steve, is pretty what I am. And then over them, they have the director scouting. It could be 2 of them together. Then they have the video analytics. You have the department analytics, 4 people to 8 people, depending which team over there. And I can go all the way like that.
To get around the globe, yeah.
And hopefully this answer to you. I try to get, they talk each other. Amber is more like a great like one coach. Now you go to extremist look. The story about Greg Ludwig. How many? I should ask you this question and the under over.
I love Greg Ludwig.
How many shin guard he used during his career, Mr. Andrew?
Shin guard. One set, I guess.
How many?
One set.
Only one.
Yeah.
He used his pad, everything. At the end, he was typing. It was so bad, he was put so many tape to be sure he protect. How can you be over cap and not be penalized because of long-term injury reserve, Kelly? So if you are over cap, it's because you have a players on the long-term injury reserve and you don't have no problem. And when the season start and when the season is over, everybody will now come back and they can carry on over $10 million on the signature contract until they have the first day of the season at 12 o'clock. I think it's the day before. They have to give them the roster, everything, the 23 players, everything like that. Depuis que c'est Ken Hughes, le GM devient de plus en plus intéressant. D'accord avec toi. Hi, Coach Jeremy N. in the house.
Hey, welcome.
You know what? I just love it. And this is great. Look, we go from Shea Weber, and now we become Shelton Surrey, Elite Odelin.
I love those guys.
And you know what? You know what? We did not talk that way. He find this by himself.
Nice.
And it's a great comparison about them. We don't know they will be like that, but you talk about similar.
I sure hope so.
He have an amazing, great shot. He's physical, and he's not scared about anything. He can fight, and I'm telling you now, Crypto, you're the first star of the game tonight. I give it to you, my friend. Great, my friend. I love it. I love it. I think Montreal should sign a defenseman. The youngest are not ready yet. Louis, yes, I can understand your point of view. But again, we have, Louis, don't tell anybody. 1 year, we cannot do anything. Just tank. But we cannot tell we tank.
Right.
So we have to participate. But participation is very important next year. That's it. But coach never said that. Don't tell anybody. I know Luc Lafortune said, no, coach, we cannot lose for loser. I understand that. After that, we'll be a very good winner.
Yeah.
What do you think about the trade of Weber? I didn't see your video and I read on the show. The quickest we can tell you, Jeremy, first of all, thanks to be with us. It's a great trade for both teams. Vegas win $5 million salary cap, and Montreal Canadiens get a scorer, 20 goals, and that open up other possibilities, Jeremy, to the Montreal make some other transactions until next year, the beginning season. So it's a good for both teams, Jeremy. That open up for the Montreal another guy, $8 million for 4 years on the salary cap at Montreal. What about the international expansion that we heard a year ago, like European question? Yeah, it will not happen. About this one, Joe, for the team NHL. It will happen. You're welcome, Crypto. All can be picked on the curve. Okay, welcome to the hockey session. I go there, Golden State winning this, Jose. And yeah, you're welcome, Jeremy. Mister, do you want to hear the good news or the bad news?
Start with the bad news.
The bad news is not ENORTAP. You cannot copy on him. He's not there for the question tonight. And the good news, you can win and you can prove to ENORTAP you are a winner. So that's what's happening tonight about you. I love how Marc Bergevin built the team around Price. One Price was injured. Team was terrible when it was not supposed to be bad. All right, I can understand that. Blackhawks, please have faith on yourself. Now people have to stop saying the Habs won't draft right. They will draft right, and I'm not even worried about it. That's my pillars, Mr. Crypto. We'll see what's happening.
I agree.
It's time for the Frenchie quiz. 11 o'clock. It's time to shut down after that. We got an amazing, great show, Mr. Andrew. Thanks for, again, to helping us tonight. We appreciate it. And we have 5 questions, everybody, to be a part of that show. And that will be, we keep up and the most game, and that what entertaining. Roger. That's a great comments there, Andrew.
Good people.
That's great. He will keep the team. He will play for 450. They're going to be entertaining, and we're going to have a good year, fun, excited, and surprise beat something. But we will not make the playoff. We're going to have a great pick, and then after that,
Oh my God!
Suzuki, Caulfield, Shane Wright, Bedard.
Yep. Then we'll be talking.
Wow. I'm dreaming right now. I cannot dream yet. 5 questions, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing under, over, and exact tonight. It's all about by number, by letters. Here we go. How many times happened a team have a scorer of 20 goals and more in one season? How many teams have a minimum of scorer of 20 goals and they have a minimum of 10 scorer? I forgot about that. 10 scorer and more in the history NHL. They have 10 scorer of 20 goals in their team and more in one season. 3 team, 4 team, 5 team, or 6 team. Here we go. Buddha said B. RG said A. 740B. Dan Hashem said D. Blackhawk said C. Louis A. Ron with Kings B. Zenit, he said C. Jose Duardi said D. Thank you, everybody. Alexandre Maillard, we have a lot of people. Ryan B. Welcome back, Mr. Ryan B. Love to having you aboard. Luciano said D. John Dieter, the super chat of the night, he said D. Steve G said B. John Daveldry said D. And we wait for other people. Crypto said D. And Mr. Andrew?
B.
B for 4.
Yeah.
Kelly said C. Luc Laforson said A. We go for the money again.
Oh my God!
We have not many people said that answer, unfortunately. It's C. Only 3 people did it.
Oh my God!
B97, Zenit Gaming, and Kelly. All 3 of you have the first answer. The rest of you guys, 20 of you are 0 at that moment. Question number 2 of the night. Which player has the most goal in the playoff and gave ahead their team take the lead? So the point, which players during the playoff, when they score, their team take the lead of the scoreboard? Is it Brett Hall, Wayne Gretzky, Sidney Crosby, and Joe Sakic and Mike Bossy? Here we go. Nice job, Kelly. Finally, Blackhawks said C. Yeah, he got it. Kelly, it was there. Duba, he said Wayne Gretzky. 704 said Wayne Gretzky. Dan said Wayne Gretzky. Kelly is always good at this. Jose Duarte said Crosby. Alexandre Meilleur said Mike Bossy. Blackhawk said Sidney Crosby. Zenit said Brett Hall. Louis said Wayne Gretzky. Joe said Wayne Gretzky. Roger said Mike Bossy. Steve said Super Joe. And we have Luc Lafortune, he said E. And we have Ron with King said Joe. Wayne Gretzky. Luciano said C. Kribo said B. John Taylor said C. Kelly said D. And Mr. Andrew.
I'm going to go E.
E.
God!
And we have Ryan B said D. The answer to that one, guys?
Oh my God!
Joe Sakic. And we have Kelly take the lead 2-2. And we have B97, Zenik, Steve G, Reach, Ron King, and Ryan B are the winner of this second answer. Let's move on to number 3, Mr. Andrew. 0-2 so far, looking good. Here we go. How many times Colorado, Quebec did a season of 40 W and more in their history? 20 season, 23 season, 19 season, or 25 season? How many times the Colorado, Quebec together have a season of 40 W during their franchise? 21, 23, 19, 25. Good luck for everybody. Jose said A. RJ B. Dan D. Zenit B. Luc Lafortune C. Luciano C. B. Alexandre C. 704 D. Steve G. C. Blackhawks A. Roger A. We have I have 2 RB, by the way. Run with Kings B. I miss a couple of people. Kelly said A. Ihor, welcome aboard, Mr. Ihor Sabanio. John C. Ryan said A. Joe Level 3 B. Louis X B. Mr. Andrew.
A.
A.
Oh my God!
You did it, Mr. Andrew. One good answer. A. 21. Congratulations. Kelly take the lead at 3, followed by B97 at 2, and Ryan B at 2. But Jose Duarte, Ihor, Roger Bouchard, and Andrew Lepage have one good answer for that one. Congratulations. And Kelly are now 3-3. We'll see if she's continuing her streak. Number 4, 2 more to go. How many times Colorado, Quebec participate in the playoff during the history? 27, 26, 25, 24, 23 years. Here we go. Ham, welcome aboard. Ham Sandwich. That's a funny name. I'm looking for -3, Louis. That's a good one. I'm leaving. See you. Do that. All right. All right. We start with Robert D. 70C. Blackhawks D. Jose said A. We have John Diddy D. Alexandre D. Roger C. Robert Bouchard. Round with T D. Steve G D. Dan Hashem D. Luc Lafortune E. RJ E. Joe level 3 E. Missing Kelly round B. And IOR. Steve G. Round B said D. Here we go. Mr. and Crypto said A. And Louis D. Kelly E. Mr. and Mr. Andrew.
E.
Which one?
E.
E. E or E. Both of you said E at the end.
Oh my
With
God.
Zenith C. The winner of this one, guys? A. 27 and no change understanding. We only gave a good answer and nobody on that one over there. Well, Jose have 2. And also, that's it. Jose have the good answer on that one over there. So that's happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Last question. Kelly, if she got it, she win. If she lose it, some of you can catch up her. Robert Allen said B. Here we go. How many friend players wear a Colorado Quebec jersey and they are the only one use that number? Example, one player wear the number 6, 22, 34, 45, and anybody wear their number. 14 players, 16 friend players, 17, 20, 18, or 23. How many players? Only one player used that number. RG said A. E. For 7. Blackhawk said B. Jose said B. Luciano said C. Wait a minute. Dan said A. Zenith said D. Ren said B. Ior said B. Thank you, guys. John, he said C. Alexandre said A. Luke said E. Roger said A. Louis said A. Ron said C. Ron said C, exactly. Crypto said D. Si je ne comprends pas la question, des fois c'est comme ça. Luc la personne E. Kelly B. Steve G. D. Mr. Andrew.
Oh my
B.
God.
D.
No, B. B. B.
B. B like boy.
Yeah.
All right. Joe level 3 said, I will go with C. I did not understand the question. The answer is C. Joe level 3 C. Nobody got the D. Only one of you run with Kings, I believe. And Kelly win tonight 3 and 5. Miss Kelly, the winner of the contest
job,
friendship quiz alone tonight. Congratulations,
Good
Kelly. 3 and 5.
Good job.
Wow.
Nice job, Kelly.
And the best answer of the night, Mr. Andrew, it was Joe level 3. He said, I don't understand the question. Let's go with the
went that
right
way.
answer. He said C, and he got it on that one. Congratulations, Kelly, for that one over there. Mr.
Yes.
Andrew, anything you want to add about the show tonight?
I had a good time, enjoyed it, and loved all the news we got. Tortorella taking over in Philly. I mean, a lot has happened today.
I know.
No. It's
We
just
want to
been a
thank
good time.
everybody to be a participation tonight. I tried to figure out where is that. I don't know. Is this one? We're going to delete this one, guys. I'm sorry, Mr. Andrew. But don't forget, guys, special guest, draft pro expert, NHL scouting with us Saturday, special edition, 12 o'clock p.m. Join us. Let's talk with Mr. Jared Brown, and let's talk about hockey all together. And prepare your question. It would be great having you. You don't say, Coach, he was wrong. You tell us this guy was great, and now you say he was not good. It will happen. We never know. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation tonight. Mr. Andrew, we thanks each one of you. Before we leave, we want to remind everybody, you are awesome.
Have a good one, Coach.
You
Enjoy
are
yourself. Everybody have a good night.
amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation tonight at the Hockey Nation Show, the Power Play Show with Mr. Andrew. We thank him, but we thank each one of you tonight to your participation with us. Without you, this would be impossible. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, also with another Power Play Show. Until then, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, find a way dominate what? Of course, your 2022. We love you. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks, Kelly, Roger, Ren B, RJ, Luciano, Graziano, Mr. Blackhawk, Steve G, Luc Laportine, John. Thank you so much for your super chat tonight. Ior, we have Corey Hill, we have Crypto, we have Roger, Rand B, Ron with King, Steve G, Zenith Gaming, Kelly, Ham Sandwich, love you, Joe Level 3, and so much more. Yes, Roger. Renault, forgot Renault. Jose Duarte, Roger, Danny earlier, Adam Berger a little bit earlier too. And RJ Calabro. Thank you more, RJ. We love you, buddy. Wesley Wool, welcome aboard, Mr. Wesley. Don't forget to click on the likes before you get out. Hopefully to come back next time. We start at 9 o'clock p.m. every night, Mr. Wesley. Hopefully see you next time. Until then, we wish you an amazing, great night. And glad to see you aboard tonight. Andrew, thank you so much again, buddy. That's a great night, RJ61. Good week. What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say